So my book, Jade, and a little mix of my films is available now on Amazon. You can buy it as an ebook, as a hardback and a paperback. Now, it isn't a book just about Jade Thirlwall and how I made a film with Jade. There are lots of other stories in there about unscrupulous producers, lots of problems that I had with various films that I made as a filmmaker, stories about meeting famous people. There's lots of photographs in there. So the chapter headings are all kind of aimed at the film that I made with Jade, but not every single chapter is just about that. I go into other stories as well. So we've got the first chapter is called Pre-Skin. So Skin being the film that I made with Jade. So it's kind of the story before I made the film with Jade. Then we've got a chapter called Nearly Meeting Jade. And that is a chapter about how I nearly met Jade, because I nearly made a film with her prior to making Skin. There's a chapter about me writing Skin, how I wrote the script. There is the actual script itself, so you can actually read the script as well. The script actually isn't available in the ebook version. I had to remove that because it wasn't formatting properly. It wasn't keeping its formatting, and I just absolutely got fed up of trying to trial and error, trying to change it and upload it, and it was kept just all the formatting kept disappearing, and no matter what I did, so I decided to take that section out. So the script, you can only read the script in the paperback and the hardback version, so I do apologise for that. The cast and crew of Skin is another chapter. The day I met Jade, so that tells the story of how I met Jade for the very first time. Shooting Skin, so that's the making of the actual film. Skin cast and crew retrospectives. This was I did an interview with some of the cast and crew in 2020 to ask them questions about their time on the film and working with Jade. Skin post-production. So I talk about how the film was edited, and then Jade's promise. You have to read the chapter to find out what Jade's promise was. Then the next chapter is Rhythmics to Little Mix Success versus Sham Films and Crushed Dreams. So Sham Films is my production company, and the Crushed Dreams obviously mine. And then the next chapter is Jade Home for Christmas. And then we got on to some other filmmaking elements that I was involved with. So meeting the infamous producer. That is a chapter that you do not want to miss. Then I talk about the Tree Witch and the escapades that I had making that film. Then another film after the end credits, which I made during the COVID pandemic. So I talk about that. And then there's some afterthoughts, so my kind of thoughts at the end of writing this process. And then I do some, because the book took so long to get published, I kept doing some updates. So it's kind of diary entries at the end of the book, kind of updating on various projects that I was working on, updates on how Jade's getting on with her career, etc. And then there's a final chapter for this revised edition, which is called The Book They Tried to Ban. So I'm telling the story of how the previous publisher tried to ban this book. So that book is now available on Amazon. You can get the download, or you can buy a physical copy. I would much appreciate it if you did buy it to leave a review on Amazon, because reviews for authors are very, very important, because it tells other readers what the book's about, and if the previous readers had enjoyed it, or if there's anything you don't like about the book. Please be honest with your reviews, and I hope you enjoy it if you decide to buy a copy. Thank you very much.